Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of 1998 Represent. This episode, we're taking a look at Grand Theft Auto, the original game in the Grand Theft Auto series. Let me get my notes here. It was released November 28th, 1997 in Europe, and November 24th, 1998 in North America. So it was developed by DMA Design. It was also published by BMG Interactive. Again, this is the first game in the Grand Theft Auto series. I basically just played a ton of this over the summer of 1998. I don't think it particularly holds up all that well. It's still cool to go back and see kind of how the games have evolved since then. So it was released for DOS/Windows, Sony PlayStation, and the Game Boy Color. The Game Boy Color release came out in 1999. David Jones, one of the designers of the game, says the game was kind of inspired by Pac-Man, how like the level like layout and things like that, and how it's a top-down view of, and you're basically Pac-Man gets chased by the ghosts, and then kind of in this game you're being chased by police basically. Top-down view. I remember reading about this game before it came out and didn't see any kinds of screenshots or videos about it. And just the way the game was described, I kind of envisioned it a little bit differently. I kind of envisioned the game that looked more like Grand Theft Auto 3, which was like a 3D city with a kind of like a perspective like behind the car. This one is top down, but then a few years later, on PlayStation 2, later on PC, and a few other systems, we got Grand Theft Auto 3, which is kind of how I envisioned this game when I first read about it. The cool thing with 3 is the top-down perspective is still there if you like it, but I believe 3 was the last one that utilized the top-down perspective. I don't think Vice City or San Andreas allowed you to go into that perspective. It was cool that it was in 3 because the two prior games, Grand Theft Auto, Grand Theft Auto 2, were kind of exclusively in top down. So I think that was kind of like a nice like gesture to players that were coming from those games. So they basically it'll be familiar to them. But then I definitely think the 3D cities and layout from 3 onward is just overall better, I think. Let's see. There were the game features, just like the other games, features radio stations. I never really used the radio stations because they had a cool feature to where once the game was loaded, you could take the disc out or like CD and put in your own music. I remember playing Dr. Dre's The Chronic, like the original 1992 Chronic album. That was kind of my custom soundtrack to this game, and I think it fit very well. The game spawned just a ton of sequels. So we have Grand Theft Auto 2. I didn't love Grand Theft Auto 2. I think it definitely had better graphics, but they had a weird thing with like the reputation system. Because I remember, like, from what I remember, it's the one I have. It's the Grand Theft Auto game I've revisited the least is 2 because the reputation was kind of weird. I believe, from what I remember, certain gangs would go after you or not work with you if your reputation was too low. I didn't love 2. It's probably like out of the top-down games, it's definitely my least favorite one, and it might overall be my least favorite game just in the series. I just didn't love what they were trying to do with 2. And the graphics were better, but that was kind of about it for me. But then we got Grand Theft Auto 3 in 2001, which kind of gave us was 3D cities. We got Vice City a year later in 2002. 2004, we got San Andreas. I believe 4 was 2008 and 2013 for 5. And then there's been a few other games kind of scattered in throughout there, like they did the Liberty City Stories game on PSP, which I believe was eventually ported to PS2. They did a Vice City Stories as well, which was for PSP, and I think that also got ported to be a full disc release for PS2 as well. And then there was the Chinatown Wars and some other games after that. My favorite overall probably being Vice City. Vice City and San Andreas are probably the best. I liked Vice City more just because I felt San Andreas was almost too big of a game. And there was I got stuck on one mission where you're working for James Woods' character, or you're actually, I think this is like the mission where you basically end that relationship in the game, because you're supposed to chase this helicopter down, and if it gets too far away, or if you can see it and you've just been chasing it too long, it just basically auto fails the mission, even if you are like still following it. I remember this being a very frustrating mission. I eventually beat it, but I had to cheat to do it. I had to basically put a code in to get, I think they were like heat-seeking rockets or something, so I was able to just basically shoot it down right away. Vice City being my favorite just because I love the 80s theme. The soundtrack in Vice City is just amazing. The soundtrack in San Andreas is also great. I just felt that San Andreas was maybe just a little too big. There's definitely a lot to explore in that game. And then 4 and 5 are also really good as well. Let's see what we have here. I am going to be doing some gameplay of this game in this video, and if you want to play this on PC, I highly recommend getting, I think it's called GTA 1 Max, and it's been basically optimized to work with kind of like current computers. I believe Rockstar has on their website a way to download a GTA Classic, but from the last time I tried that, it was just really hard to get running. It wasn't very well optimized. I think it just constantly crashed. So GTA 1 Max, I believe, uses it's compiled with DOSBox to have it work. So yeah, basically just check out GTA 1 Max if you want to play this game on a kind of a more current computer. And with that said, we're going to jump into the gameplay for this game, and we'll be right back with that. All right, and we are now back in the game here. Again, I am using GTA 1 Max to play this on a current Windows 10 system. Just Google GTA 1 Max if you want to play it. Alright, here's our payphones. Let's go grab a mission here. Northeast Park. All right, let's drive up there and get that car before the police get to it. All right, let's see where we gotta bring it to. Gotta go this way. All right, there we go. All right, get that gun. Got to get to another payphone, it looks like. All right. All right, so we got to get to another car. Did I go to... All right, cool. All right. All right, there it is. There's the taxi. All right, that's what we got to do now. Got to drive it up here. Do I have to cross this bridge? I don't know. Let me see. All right, so we got to bring it up here now. Oh, yep, they're on. They're definitely on to us. All right. Let's go back to the payphones, do another mission. Alright, so we gotta go get this thing. Oh, I think that's the auto spray. Oh, come on! Will I make it? Alright, made it. I don't know if I'm going the right way or not. It was definitely a lot harder to navigate in these games compared to the more modern GTAs. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Yeah, motorcycles are rough in this game. Okay, let's see where we gotta go. Alright, here we are. Controls are kind of not great in this game. Okay, we gotta get to a phone. Alright, time limit. Oh, God. Which phone is it? There we are. All right. All right, gotta go to a park. Time limit again. Oh, God, come on, come on, come on. Alright, the guy got the thing, I think. Alright, cool. Alright, so 2 missions down. Let's just mess around now, see what we can do. Oh, that's a gas truck? That's a gas truck, I think. Let's get in front of that. That didn't blow up though? Alright. Is it going to blow up? There we go. Awesome. Alright. We got a bus. Nope, missed the bus. Take the ambulance. Ah! There we are. Let's see. Criminal 20 shunts and bumps, 2 hit and run, 4 carjackings. I forgot what the rest of that said, but I think that is going to do it for this video. We'll be back again later in the week with another video. We'll probably be doing like a movie or something like that. Again, that's going to do it for now. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We'll see you again next time. Thanks again for watching. Take care. Have a good one.